The Stag Raw podcast is brought to you by Kane's Deer Velvet. The best way to support the podcast is by checking out the links in the show notes. Often we happily spend money on maintaining our vehicles, homes, and of course hunting gear, but more reluctant to do so on our own bodies. While diet, exercise, and clean living can go so far, our bodies sometimes can't keep up with demands, and then injuries, aches, and pains tend to become increasingly troublesome. This is because some of the vital nutrients the body uses to maintain our joints and general well-being have become depleted. On the flip side, it's astounding how well the body heals when it has what it needs. With Kane's Deer Velvet on board, the body is refueled with amazing nutrients it uses in maintaining the immune system, bones, joints, circulation, and general well-being. With the tank topped up, it can get on with magic of healing and restoration. Find out more at www.canesdeervelvet.com and use the code STAGRAW252 for an introductory 20% discount. Welcome back to the Stag Raw podcast. I hope you've subscribed and given us the 5-star rating there. That helps get this out to more ears. It's the gas that fuels this thing. Colin Carter, Horomanga Stream, 1997. Galatea, of course. So lengths are 33 and 7 by 31 and 6, 25 and 2/8 spread, a 16 and 1 and a 1/8 span. Beam is 5 and 5, or 5-1 and 5-1. Coronet is 8-1 and 7-7, and then that brow tine is 11 and 4 by 12. The inner is 18 and 7 by 16 and 5, and the outer is 10 and 5 by 12. A total of 208 and 3/8. So, what are we there? Almost a 20-point drop-off from the 227. That was number 2. So, Colin Carter was a pig hunter with his pack of dogs in the company of a friend when the stag was flushed and ultimately shot. Unfortunately, the bullet failed to kill the animal outright, and so it was necessary to cut the animal's throat to complete the coup de grace. Fortunately for Carter, it was his companion who suggested the antlers might be worth keeping, and so they and the head skin were saved from any further major surgery. The antlers were an advanced stage of velvet, unfortunately at the point where they could be stripped and dried. Once again, we strike one of these bigger Rusa with skull length in excess of 14 inches, but only just at 14 and 1/8. 14 inches appears to be at the top of the range in native Java, but both here and in New Caledonia it seems they can reach 14.5 inches, probably due to improved environment and the cooler climate. This increase in body size is not unusual in New Zealand, where introduced strains of red deer, particularly those in the Otago herd, have doubled their body weight and developed a much larger frame and skull size in comparison to their forebears. John Crossland, Rusa and Sambar species convener for NZDA, has several New Caledonian skull lengths between 13.5 and 14.5 inches, a comparable scale to ours. Galatea Faces is next, 2005. Christopher J. Eiley, or is that Isley? Anyway, we'll see you there on the next episode of the 200 Club, the Rusa. This series of the Big Game Records is from Volume 4, the Rusa, Sambar and Whitetail, written and compiled for the New Zealand Deer Stalkers Association Incorporated by D.Bruce Banwell. It was published by the Halcyon Press, a division of Halcyon Publishing Limited. Copyright D.Bruce Banwell 2006, first published 2006, all rights reserved.